Good morning to you, good morning to you. We're all in our places with sun shining faces. Oh, this is the way to have a good day. Hello, my sweet students. It's so good to be with you again. Welcome to music class. I'm so excited for the class that we have planned. We've got a new song to sing, of course. We've got some new rhythms to clap, of course. And we are going to continue on with our composer of the month. So let's get started by singing through our handy dandy scales. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Very nice. Show me your major triad. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, so, mi, do. Beautiful. Now add that top do for your major arpeggio. 1, 2, ready, go. Do, mi, so, mi, do. Very nice. So now we're going to go down to La, and we're going to sing our minor scale. 1, 2, ready, go. La, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, ti, la. Very good. Now can you show me your minor triad? 1, 2, ready, go. La, do, mi, do, la. Very good. Can you show me your minor arpeggio? 1, 2, ready, go. La, do, mi, la, mi, do, la. Very good. So, my friends, last week we had a secret melody, which was Scheherazade's theme, right? This week, we also have a secret melody that's going to be a different theme that's going to come up during our listening with our composer of the month. So, I want you guys to learn it so that when you hear it, you're going to be like, I know what that is. That is the secret melody. Okay? So here's what it's going to sound like. Mi, re, do, ti, do, la. Do, ti, re, do, ti, la. Ooh, another really mysterious one, right? Okay, so we're going to break it up line by line. I'll sing it to you. You sing it back. It'll help if you use your hand signs. All right? Mi, re, mi. Re, do, re. Do, ti, do, la. Do, ti, do. Ti, re, do, ti, la. And that is the whole thing. So in a lot of ways, it's very similar to our melody from last week, right? We're in a minor key. It kind of follows a sequence where it goes down the scale slowly but surely. Let's try and sing it all together, a little slow, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. Mi, re, do, ti, do, la. Do, ti, do, nice. When you hear it in the music, it's going to be a little faster. It's going to be more like mi, re, do, ti, do, la, do, ti, do, ti, re, do, ti, la. So let's try it just a hair faster. This will be the last time we do it. Just do your very best, okay? It's all just helping you get your ears working. 1, 2, ready, go. Mi, do, ti, do, la, do, ti, re, do, ti, la. Very good. I can't wait for you to hear it in action. Let's move on to our next portion. We are going to get to our song in just a second, but first we need to take a little bit of time out of our class to learn about something in music that's super duper important, and it's called dynamics. For some of you, this is going to be a review, and for some of you, that's going to be brand new. Don't you worry, you're going to pick it up so quick, and we're going to learn about it on the next slide. All right, dynamics are something that's going to take your musicianship from here to here, and we're going to be using them in our song for today. So dynamics, it's just a big fancy music word for how loud or soft to play or sing. So there are these different letters that you might see in sheet music that tell you how loud or soft you should be singing or playing whatever instrument you're playing. And really, we're going to learn about 6 of them, but really there's only 2. And there's just different versions of those 2 dynamics. So, they look like this. There's a P and an F. The P stands for piano, and the F stands for forte. And piano, whenever you see that P, it means to play or sing softly. Whenever you see the forte, it means to play loudly. Pretty simple, right? Piano is soft, forte is loud. Moving on from there, you have these M's. The M stands for mezzo. And mezzo means middle, medium. So if you see an MP in your music, that's mezzo piano. If you see an MF, that's mezzo forte, right? Because we already know what the P and the F mean. And all this means is that you're either going to play medium soft or medium loud. So mezzo forte would be a little less loud than forte. And piano, mezzo piano, would be a little bit louder than piano, right? So we're just working on a scale here. Now here are the really fun ones. These are the last ones we're going to learn about. If you see 2 Fs or 2 Ps, that means issimo. So our 2 Fs would be fortissimo, and our 2 Ps would be pianissimo. And what that means is you're either going to play very soft or very loud. So here are all 6 of our dynamics. We're going to be using some of them in our music today, and we're going to use these to help us understand the music that we listen to better and become better performers of music. So it's just another tool in your toolbox. All right, let's look at today's song. All right, I hope that all of you had a wonderful 3-day weekend this past weekend. We had Monday off of school for Martin Luther King Jr. Day. And so today I thought it was a great idea if we sang a song to honor Martin Luther King Jr. So we are going to be taking a look at a song called Peace Like a River, which is an African American spiritual. You can think of a spiritual as a song that affects your spirit, that makes you feel some type of way. And this happens to be a spiritual that was very popular in African American communities, like Martin Luther King Jr.'s. So we are going to be singing a song called Peace Like a River. We're going to be adding some dynamics into it, and I think you guys are going to just love it. So let's take a look. Okay, so here is our first set of lyrics. There's going to be 4, but they're all going to have the same melody, so you guys are going to catch on super quick. And at the bottom of each of our little sets of lyrics, you're going to see a dynamic. So we are going to be singing that set of lyrics using that dynamic. So here we have an M and then we have a P. So remember, our M stands for mezzo, and our P stands for piano. So we have mezzo piano. That means medium soft. So not really soft, just a little soft, right? So we have somewhere to grow throughout the verses, right? All right, so here is how we start. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river. I've got peace like a river in my soul. Very nice. And guess what? Now you guys know all the music for the whole song. How easy was that? So let's try singing it all together at mezzo piano. And if you want, you can do a little river move during it. Okay? 1, 2, ready, go. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. Very nice. All right, let's move on to our next set of lyrics. So now, instead of peace like a river, we've got joy like a fountain. And think of a big joyful sound. What's our dynamic? We have an F down there, right? Our F stands for forte. And forte means loud. So we're trying to pick dynamics that kind of work with the words that we're singing, right? So if we're singing about peace, we don't want to be fortissimo. We want to be a little more peaceful, right? A little quieter. But now we have joy like a fountain. So we're going to sing it forte. And you know what? I think you guys can do this without hearing it first. I've got joy like a fountain, just like peace like a river, except with different words. All right? Let's try it, and you can show me your fountains, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Amazing job. All right, are you ready for the next one? Now we have love like an ocean. Okay, so what's our dynamic? MF. Our M stands for mezzo, and our F stands for forte. So we have a mezzo forte, a medium loud. So we're not going to be as loud as we were for joy, like a fountain, but we're also not going to be as soft as we were for peace, like a river, right? You got to find somewhere in the middle of those two. All right, let's give it a shot. Can you show me your love like an ocean? Beautiful. 1, 2, ready, go. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Very nice. All right, here is our grand finale. Now, we're going to tell everybody all the things we got. So we're going to say, I've got peace like a river. I've got joy like a fountain. I've got love like an ocean. in my soul. So we're going to tell them all of the things that we have. I love this piece because we're telling everyone all these beautiful things we have to offer. We're also saying that it's all inside of us. It doesn't matter what is happening around us. We always have this peace and joy and love inside of us, right? Isn't that amazing? So for this section, what's our dynamic? We have two F's, right? That's going to be fortissimo, very loud, right? So this is our big moment to really just let it rip. In fact, on this last verse, if you want to get a little stomping on the beat, be my guest, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. I've got peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Very good, and now you know the whole song. So we are going to perform it, dynamics and all, moves and all, stomps and all on the last verse, right? But I'm going to be playing piano, right? So you guys have to take the lead on all of those different things, right? So peace like a river, joy like a fountain, love like an ocean. Okay? Let's do it. All right. Let's do this. Mezzo piano, you ready? 1, 2, ready, go. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. Forte. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. Mezzo forte. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Fortissimo. I've got peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. Very nice, my friends. That was just wonderful. Thank you so much for singing this beautiful song with me and for practicing your dynamics so well. I'm so excited about how much we're learning. All right, let's take a look at our rhythms for this week. All right, so here we are again with all of our rhythms that we've learned so far, right? So we've got our 8th note, which gets half a beat. So if you clap it, you go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Let's do it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Good job. 8th notes are so fun. Next, we have our quarter note, and our quarter note gets 1 beat each, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do it. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. Next, we have our half note, right? And our half note gets 2 beats each. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, I have our dotted half note, and I've noticed that the dotted half note gives some people a little bit of trouble, just because it's kind of awkward. It's kind of in the middle. It doesn't fit evenly into our measure, but I know for a fact that we have one in our rhythm today, so let's really make sure we got this. If you clapped a dotted half note followed by a quarter note, you'd be clapping on 1 and 4, right? Because our dotted half note gets 3 beats, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's clap on 1 and 4. Ready? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. One more time. Ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. And then, last but not least, we have our whole note. And our whole note gets 4 whole beats. A lot of people think the whole note's going to be the easiest one, but I notice a lot of students kind of get impatient or they forget to hold all the way through. So make sure that you only clap on 1 and that you don't clap any other time, right? Especially not on the 4, okay? Let's hold it through. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is all there is to it. You just have to remember all the way through it, right? Okay, so just a reminder, a friendly reminder, when you see your eighth notes together, like 2 in a row, they look like this. They join forces at the very top, right? So this is what your 2 eighth notes will look like, and this is what you're going to be seeing for your eighth notes for a while here, all right? And we have got a lot of them in our rhythm today, which looks like this. Right? So I love eighth notes. I think that they make the rhythm really pop. They make it a lot more fun. And I find that students are pretty darn good at them. So I have very high hopes for today. So, just like usual, I'll clap a measure. You clap it back to me. When we get to the end of the line, we'll clap it all together. Okay? Here's our first one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good, and then you just have to remember to hold through that very last 4, right? 3, 4. That's our first kind of bigger rhythm of this whole kind of rhythm pattern. So sometimes it can be easy to forget because you're kind of on autopilot with all of those eighth notes. All right, that is our first line. Let's try it all together. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. All right, then we move on to our second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice. All right, let's clap that second line. Make sure you're watching out for that half note and that dotted half note at the very end. And here's our second line. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice, my friends. All right, let's try it all together. Let's put it all together, starting at that very first measure. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very nice, my friends. The only thing that could make this more fun is if we try it just a hair faster. All right, so this is just kind of like a challenge round, so just do your best. You're not expected to do it perfect. You're just kind of stretching yourself here, okay? See if you can surprise yourself, all right? 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, very nice, my friends. Some of them sound better slower, some sound better faster. It maybe helps them pop, just like how some songs sound better slower and some songs sound better faster. It's fun to play around and find what the perfect speed is. All right, my friends, it is time for us to move on to my very favorite part of the class, and that is our composer of the month. All right, our January composer is Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov. He lived from 1844 to 1908. That's him over there in the painting. Isn't his beard spectacular? It's really something else, right? You couldn't miss him. He was very, very, very easy to recognize. And Nikolai Rimsky-Korsakov is Russian, just like our December composer, Prokofiev. And he is from the Romantic era. We call him a Romantic era composer because most of his compositions took place in the 1800s. Last week, I told you guys that he served in the Russian Navy, which basically means that he was a sailor. And this allowed him to go to many different, interesting, new places. And that's a lot of how he got the inspiration for the piece that we've been listening to this month, Scheherazade, right? All those far-off lands that he traveled to led to him creating this beautiful story of a magical land. And another really fun fact about him is he had something called perfect pitch, which means that you could play any note for him, and even if he couldn't see what note you'd play, he could tell you what note it was. So if I went, "Hi, Nikolai, what's this note?" He'd be like, F sharp. Duh. It's almost like if I asked you what color something was. It would be so obvious. You'd be like, that's blue. Obviously. That's how he was about pitch. He could hear a pitch and know exactly which one it was, just like you know that something's the color that it is. And that led to him being a really, really excellent musician and composer. Today, we are going to be looking at the second movement in Scheherazade. And this movement is called The Tale of the Kalandar Prince. And this story that Scheherazade tells to the Sultan is all about this prince who is very bored. He's tired of being a prince. He's bored. He's in the castle all day. It's gotten old. So he decides that he wants to run away. But he can't just run away because everybody would be like, hey, that's the prince. Let's take him back to the castle. So he disguises himself as a wanderer who moves from town to town. And he goes on these adventures just like that. So you are going to hear the Kalandar Prince's theme in a bunch of different instruments because it's like he's traveling from place to place, right? One moment he's in the strings, one moment he's in the brass, woodwind, percussion, anywhere, violin, harp, bassoon, everything. So that is representing all of his many, many travels. And this is the story that Scheherazade is telling throughout this movement. So let's take a look at a kind of breakdown of what's going to happen on the next slide. All right. Movement 2, The Tale of the Kalandar Prince. It's going to begin with Scheherazade's theme. Do you guys remember that one? That's what we learned last week. La, sol, la, so, fa, mi, re, fa, la, tutti, la, la. And that is going to be played in Scheherazade's instrument, which is, of course, the violin. So you can think of this theme as basically saying, once upon a time, And then the story begins. Then we are going to have the Calendar Prince's theme played by the bassoon. And you guys know this one as well because we learned it at the beginning of this class. Mi re do ti do la do ti do ti re do ti la. It is very exciting because it's very accented. And that is going to start, as I said, in the bassoon, which is that instrument that you see on the side of your screen right underneath the violin. That is where our Calendar Prince begins. And the bassoon is a woodwind instrument. So it's not quite as loud as a brass instrument, but it's much more clear and loud and rich than, say, a violin. It's quite a bit deeper. And this theme, after you hear it in the bassoon, is going to pass around a bunch of different instruments in the orchestra. So I want to make sure you guys really know this theme by heart. Don't be afraid to call it out the very first time that you hear it. I'm super excited for you to hear this piece. It is so exciting and magical. Make sure you're listening for that theme the first time you hear it. You will see the bassoon, so you can also look for the bassoon. And from there, feel free to either close your eyes and imagine all of these magical journeys happening before your very eyes, or feel free to watch the screen and see which instrument is playing that theme now. Okay? There's so many different ways to experience this piece, and that's one of the things that is so special about it. So, without further ado, the tale of the Calendar Prince. listen to that piece, I feel so hyped up and ready to take on the day, go on an adventure of my own, and I hope you feel the same way. We still have 2 more pieces in Scheherazade to listen to next week. It's gonna be a double feature. I'm super excited, and I am so proud of everything that you learned today and all of the beautiful music making that you did with me. So, have a wonderful week. I can't wait to see you again. And now, all that is left for us to do is sing through our goodbye song. See you later, alligator.